What's up, Joshua Lewis, man? It's KhoDaFlame here. I'm finna review your track Feel, produced by King. So first off, man, I like the sound of the track. It gives this very chill vibe to it, almost like Maxwell does. You know what I'm saying? The beat is great. Obviously, it's by King. But a couple things though that could have made this track a little bit better. But first off, I like how you did the overtones. You know, I tell people this all the time. You know, when you're making a singing track, you want to go in there almost like ad-libs. You know what I'm saying? And just do the voiceovers, you know, in different pitches and different tones at different times and stuff like that, and just to give it a more spacious feel. Like this girl named Lil Sims, she does perfectly on this track called just something, I forget, but it was great how she did it. So the only thing I could kind of tell you how to improve this track is your voice. To me, it sounds like you're using your regular voice to sing, you know, like your regular, how I'm speaking to you. If I were to just start trying to sing like in my regular voice, that's what it sounds like you're doing on this. And like I was talking about Maxwell, you know, study his music a little bit, you know, just because I feel like you guys kind of have that same sound. Notice in his interviews how he talks regular. Then you go and listen to his music and you can see a clear difference, you know what I mean? Either that was auto-tune or he pitched his voice himself, you know? And that's just something you want to try, because, you know, the women like that, you know? They like when they can hear a difference in your singing voice and in your regular voice. So just try that. And the other thing you probably could have done differently was the reverb on the overtones. It was good, but it was just a little bit too much. And how you can fix that is just toning it down, or, you know, getting a different kind of microphone. A lot of us use USB microphones these days, but you know, they do have the other ones. I forget what they're called, to be honest. But other than the USB, they still hook up to the computer, but they have the different end to it. But anyways, man, it sounds great. I actually like this track a lot. The only thing is that a lot of people might not like it just because of those reasons, you know, and it might be the determining factor if they listen to it again, or, you know, play it out in the car or and in the home or something like that, you know. So just watch out for that, but definitely keep it up, man, and just keep on improving. You can only get better. What's up, YaBoyCypher? It's KhoDaFlame here. I'm finna review your track N Rum. So first off, man, just to let you know, I don't like this track. I don't like this track for a couple reasons, man. The first reason being the beat. In my opinion, you know, Lil Yachty type beats, they're not the best to use on tracks that you're not gonna use a Lil Yachty type flow on. But it just sounds like a free beat, you know, like something you downloaded for free and you just went with it. But it doesn't fit well with your flow, and on that topic, your flow doesn't go with the type of song that you're trying to make, you know what I mean? Like, you want to make like a party type sounding song, but you have a bars type flow to it, and that's something you need to stick away from, like that generic type flow that you know what I mean? Like, it just feels like you're trying to say too much on the track like this. When you want to make a smooth, you know, party type track that people can really listen to anywhere, you want to have a smooth pace to your flow, and not always switch it up like you were doing. The quality though is good. Your voice quality is great. The only thing I probably would have done differently about that was blended the voiceover on the hook a little bit better. Like it just sounds like you just threw it in there instead of like trying to, you know, mix it up a little bit, throwing some reverb over it or something like that. But another thing is the particular words you say. You have to stay away from the regular, you know, high like a kite type bars, because, you know, that shows that you've only been rapping for a little bit of time. And if you've been rapping for a long time, you should know by now not to use generic bars like that, because people aren't going to want to listen to your music with that. The cover photo on this is pretty good, man. You know, cover photos are really picky, but appearance is everything. But like I said, man, just work on getting a different sound. I feel like you don't need to be rapping fast like that. And you might be comfortable with that, but you know, just try and stick away from that, because it's not gonna. Your voice, your tone of voice doesn't fit well with rapping fast like that. But anyways, just keep it up, man, and keep trying. Send me some more music, man, alright? What's up, D Scott, man? It's KhoDaFlame here. I'm about to review your track, Summer Takeover, with Curly Chuck. So first off, man, I like this track. It has this real cool vibe to it. The beat is pretty cool. I like that beat because it sounds like Young Nation, and that's who Curly Chuck sounds like. I don't know where he's from, or, you know, I haven't heard any of his music, but he sounds like, you know, he got that Young Nation flow. And that's good, because, you know, that's the type of track that you guys are making. I mean, I'm not saying you're directly influenced from them, but it just has that feel to it, you know, that Dallas feel to it. But it is a cool track. The voice quality of Curly Chuck is very great. That's where the only thing I could tell you, you know, where to improve on about this track. Your lyrics, you know, the lyrics don't really matter on this track, to be honest. But the voice quality, you can hear the difference. And Curly... I'm sorry, I got the hiccups. But you can hear the difference in your voice quality and Curly Chuck's. Is either you guys have a different mic and this different mixing and mastering method, but you can definitely tell the difference, and that's not something that, you know, you want on a track. I heard the whole tape, and actually, you know, it sounds good. It's just that the mixing part of it, man. I feel like you need to go to an actual studio, like, you know, one where you pay for the hours and stuff, and hear the difference of quality when you're there and when you're doing it at home, you know. And it's just a good investment. If you really want to be serious about your music, you gotta make sure that the quality sounds great, man. You know, it might sound good to you, but, you know, let other people hear it. Ask them, you know, does this sound good, you know? And yeah, they'll say because the lyrics or whatever, or the hype or feel of the track, but make sure they're listening to the actual quality of the music. But overall, it's a great song. I would still recommend this track to people to listen to, just because, you know, it has a cool vibe to it. The only thing, though, like I said, is the quality. You know, you can hear the difference in that. But just keep it up, man, and just constantly work on improving yourself. You know, that's the only way to grow. You know, so stay up, man. What's up, Greasy Squad, man? It's KhoDaFlame here. I'm about to review your track, Criminal J, featuring Lil Jr. Yeah. So first off, I really like this track, man. The first impression is the beat, and when I hear that weird little, you know, that catches my ear, because that's like, this is something different. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds good, man. It sounds great. The lyrics on the track were pretty good. They were kind of simplistic though, but you were telling a story. And on that topic, I want you guys to study Royce da 5'9". You know what I mean? Like, he is known for storytelling on tracks, and you know, he raps fast, and whoever was rapping on this track, they don't really rap that fast, but you know, just study his dynamics and you know how he gets his point across and telling the story, like the certain words he pick and stuff like that. I feel like that would go great for you guys on a track like this. And also, the only thing I would have done differently was the well, not done. And also, the only thing that I can tell you to kind of would have improved this track a little bit was the voice quality. You know, it wasn't 100% crisp. You know what I mean? It wasn't just perfect, but it was good enough for me to like this track, man. I listened to another track that you guys did called, let me see, called Stash House, and that one was pretty cool, man. That song was lit. It had a lot of energy behind it, and that's, you know, great. I like the beat too. I love keys, you know what I mean? They just sound good on the tracks, you know, especially coming from like a person like Zaytoven or something like that. But overall, man, it's a good track. I would recommend both of them, actually, Stash House and Criminal J, just because they're good tracks, and you know, I think people need to hear those. But the quality and the voice definitely needs improvement. Either your mixing and mastering is off a little bit, you know, that can be fixed by looking at YouTube videos and stuff, or just getting a better quality mic. You know, spend that little extra cash on a better mic, man. But overall, it looks good. I like the cover art too. That's badass, man. But anyways, just keep it up, you guys. Okay. It sounds great. I feel like, you know, you guys are headed in the right direction. You just need to tweak a little bit of things, you know. Just to study how Eminem and Royce da 5'9", they built their, you know, their link together. You know, if you guys are gonna have a group, figure out how to make that specific sound that no one else has. You know what I'm saying? Or even if someone else does has it, you just, you know, you've got it down to a T. But just work on that, all right? What's up, Wavemaker, man? It's KhoDaFlame. I'm about to review your track, Secret. At least I think that's your name, Wavemaker, or Nick. Yeah. So first impression on this song, man, I really like this song. It's really cool because it's like you did a mix of hip hop beat with rock vocals, and you know, that's a beautiful mix, man. I really like it. The beat is, like I said, pretty good. The audio on the voice is great too, man, and I love the enthusiasm when you're singing. You know, it sounds like you're really into it. You know, a lot of people who like to sing, or you know, or who do like rock music, they don't put a lot of enthusiasm into it. You know, they're too focused on how they sound. You know what I'm saying? But I like how you sound on this track, and also the quality of it is great too. There's just 2, maybe 3 things that, you know, you could have done differently about this track, and the first thing being the cover art. You know, a great track has to be matched with great cover art, or else no one's gonna listen to it. You know, it doesn't appeal to the eye. Like I tell people all the time, you know, people read books by the cover. You know, and this is definitely a track that, you know, someone would judge by the cover. Just my honest opinion. And the other thing is a bridge. I feel like you needed a bridge in this track, man. In that little space in between from where you stop your first verse and where you go into your second verse, you could have added. I know, you know, you wanted people to hear the beat, and that's good, But you know, just throwing a little bit of vocals in the background or something, man, you know, just to carry the listener up into the second verse, you know, and not just flat out keep it a beat solo, basically. And you can do that, but you know, it was more of like a drop off versus a transition from your first verse, and that's something you just gotta watch out for. But overall, man, it's a great track. I would definitely recommend this track to people to listen to, just because it sounds good. You know, the quality is great. So keep it up, man. All right.